Hey everyone, Fuzzy Barbarian here again with another Zombie Army 4 Dead War mission. This one's Damnation Valley, Chapter 4, Damn Busted. I'll show you how to find all the collectibles, complete the challenge, which basically means don't stand on the train tracks, and get the gold medal, so put it on easy mode with 4 players. Use whatever weapon you want. I recommend those weapons. The MP44 particularly is very helpful here. Also, use the Divine Blast for your melee, and make sure you use Boris as your character because his melee is the strongest. For perks, throw on an SMG ammo pouch for your MP44, use Enhanced Vigor and Rejuvenation for survival, and Combo Extension and Combo Boost to help your score. Now, it's a bit tricky getting gold on this if you're not on hard mode, but I think most people might find this pretty tricky on hard mode too, so I'm going to show how to do it on easy mode, so long as you have 4 players set. First thing to do is just check these for grenades. I'm always looking for frag grenades. Use whatever grenade you want, but I prefer frag grenades, not getting any luck here with them though, so I'll take 2 of those instead. Alright, now the trick to doing this is when you come out you have to shoot hearts in random floors within these structures that you see out there, and you have to cross over to them without touching the train tracks, so basically go over the top of the train. Now the first thing to do is there's a zombie hand. I'll show you where it is. It's way off in the distance. You can get it from here, so I'm going to do that. You can wait till later to shoot it when you're up closer to it if you like, but I'm just going to knock it off straight away. So now that's the first of our 3 collectibles out of the way. Now the second thing I recommend doing is running into this building and checking where the heart that you need to shoot is, but don't shoot it yet. You just want to know where it is. Okay, it's on the 2nd floor. It's good to know that because sometimes when the heart is on a much lower floor, it can make things a little bit more difficult for your planning, and I honestly think if it's any lower than the 2nd floor, you might want to just go back to restart your checkpoint. Alright, so this is where the next collectible is. I'll grab that first, which is a document. And this is the furthest heart in the building. Hearts count towards your combo, so I'm going to keep my combo going from here. Now with combos you get better score with multi-kills, with special kills like explosions and stuff like that, and you also get better combos with headshots. But I'm going to recommend not worrying about headshots unless you're really good. For now, just the main thing is to keep your combo going. And to do that, bear in mind that in this game, zombies will appear in random spots. They may not be where they just were then, they might be down here, they might be in the building. The same number of zombies will appear, but they will be in random spots. So the trick is to try and spot where they are, and between moving from one building to the next, try and have a kill ready. If you don't think you can see any, then you're better off not moving and trying to drag whatever mob is near you along with you and slowly killing them until you can move closer and closer to the building without interrupting your combo. If you do interrupt your combo, it's going to make it very difficult to get the 300,000 points you need for the gold. Okay, so we knew where that one was, so it was pretty easy to come in and shoot it. And now what you want to do is you want to go exactly where I'm going now. Don't go over there, that's the train tracks. You can run on this platform next to it. Enemies come out of that train when you get near it, so if you're struggling for combo, you want to run to where that train is. You can also get a good amount of combo points by killing enemies with the shark down there, but sometimes they have to be on the left side of the shark from where we're standing, and sometimes just enemies don't appear there. Oh, those guys got up quick. So this is where you should stay from this point after shooting those first 2 hearts. Now, when you do start a wave after shooting the hearts, typically generals spawn, and the generals spawn the running enemies. It's the running enemies that are going to help you get your combo more than any other here. You don't want to kill the generals. Normally you'll try and kill a general immediately to prevent them from spawning running enemies, but you don't want to do that. You want to leave the generals alive so that they'll keep spawning those enemies for you. This flame guy, I think he's random. I don't think he'll spawn every single run for everybody. so just keep your eye out for him. He's a pain in the ass if he does spawn, but fortunately he's spawned in a really good location because we can take him out. I could take him out easy there by shooting him from above, which made aiming at his fuel canister very easy. So you can see now I've cleared out most of the zombies, and now it's the runners that are just going to come at me from the general below. If you find that your general has spawned in one of the other buildings, the runners will be coming from there, but hopefully they'll be running to this location here because this is the only ammo crate. So if you want to not run out of ammo, you kind of need to hang out in this spot. And what you want to do is try to get at least, I don't know, roughly about 250,000 score before you move on from this point. Now it is possible to move on from this point, kill more hearts, start more waves and get a higher score, but since enemy spawns are random and their positions are random and you won't know whether or not you're going to get your combo or not, it is possible if your combo breaks and then you accidentally blow up a general, preventing any more runners from appearing, that you won't get enough enemies to get your 300,000 score. So the best way to try and guarantee it, and it's still not 100% guarantee because there's still a certain amount of RNG enemy involved here, but in my experience this is as good as it gets. This is 99% of the way there, hanging out in this location and just killing runners. Be sure to kill them kind of slowly, one at a time, to enable the general to have time to spawn more. And also, as a tip, don't get into the general's line of sight because he will stop spawning runners and shoot at you sometimes. So you want to try and keep out of his line of sight. So if you're in the other building, for example, and you weren't here because the general had spawned there, you still want to be out of his line of sight so that he spawns runners and doesn't stop to shoot at you. So it seems a little bit tedious doing it this way, and it kind of is, but if you're shooting for the high score, for the gold score, you really have to, unless you want to put it on hard mode and unless you're really confident that you can nail constant headshots without interrupting your combo. Now one thing that I find a little interesting here is I'm now in his line of sight, so he's going to start shooting at me and not spawn his runners, so I'm going to need to move as soon as I get rid of these guys. He's shooting at me from below, so I want to get out of his line of sight. So pretty much just hang out here, jump down to get ammo when you need to from the ammo crate, jump down to get medikits if you need to heal, because there's some next to the ammo crate, and it's also a replenishment area for grenades too. And from here you should be able to get your score up to about 250,000, which will absolutely 100% guarantee you gold after you complete the next two waves. There is a heart where we are in the building next to us, and you could go get it. However, in my experience, when you do that, you tend to start a different wave of enemies, and that different wave, I don't really know why it happens, but I tend to find I get less score if I start the wave from this building than if I run to the later building, the final building, start it there, then come back to here and start it again. So if you're thinking of doing what we did in the last two areas, and that's going into the building that we're standing right next to kill the heart there, probably don't. It's something to do with the way the enemies spawn when you run into different areas. I think what happens is it despawns enemies in one area. Like if I run into this building there, I think it despawns enemies in one area and respawns them where you're going. So avoid that and just keep killing these guys here, or keep killing these guys wherever your general spawn. Sometimes he'll spawn in a building and you might want to do it there, but if you follow how I did it here, then the odds are your general will spawn here. If you follow it the way I've done. And that's why I like to stay here, because you can grab a heal up, and then when you're ready to go to the next area, you can stock up from the ammo crate. So what I'm going to do is show you, like I could just stay here and kill these guys, but I'm going to show you what I was talking about when I said before that you want to try and move on slowly and kill enemies slowly. So to keep your combo going, just take a few steps, turn around, wait for your combo to not be too low, but be low enough that you're safe to kill someone while giving the general time to spawn more. You can also shoot birds or rats to keep your combo going, or to get extra combo. And the idea is to move closer to your next objective without actually triggering it yet, whilst making sure that you have enough. Got to take out the snipers the moment they appear, whilst having enough breathing room to shoot enemies when you turn around. So you don't want to run too far, and you certainly don't want to go in the building just yet, not until you've got about 250,000 score. I think 237,000 is probably close enough. I think we're probably good to kill the general here. Yeah, that's definitely, that'll be fine. So I'm going to kill him here. 250,000, there you go. He gave us the final bit we need. And now we can keep our combo going here, but we're not going to need to. I will do it just to be safe, but from here you're almost certain to get the score you need. However, I do recommend keeping the combo going, because once you've got a combo at this size, at this level, like 178, you're going to get a heap of points per kill, and those points are going to get you very, very quickly to the 300,000 you need. And then once you get to 300,000, you don't need to worry about your combo anymore. You can just complete the objectives and complete the level. And we're almost there. So if you didn't want to do it this way, you could just stay outside and just kill the runners until you get there. So I'm at 300,000 now, and that's definite gold medal. So now I can do whatever I want. I can keep it going, or I can complete the objective. So what we want to do, what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to care about shooting the heart in this building just yet. As you would have realized, I ran straight past it. Instead, I'm going to get the next collectible, which is a comic right here. That's all the collectibles. We've got the zombie hand, the document, and the comic. There's no heroic actions and no upgrade kits, so that's it for the collectibles. Don't need to heal much, but I may as well heal up here and grab that medikit. We still have another horde wave to go. And I think I would prefer incendiary grenades than electric grenades, because I have the mod on to have sound drag all the zombies to the incendiary grenade, so if we get surrounded, that can be helpful. So now we just have to go up and shoot the heart, which is up on the next floor, to start the next wave. I'll talk about that box in a moment. So when you shoot this heart, if this was the last heart you'd shot, so say you shot all three in the other buildings first, and then that one as your fourth one, it would trigger a final wave, and that final wave would come out from that area over there. And you would stand about here, and then you would shoot all the enemies that come out from that area, including two buzzsaw dudes, and they'll run up the stairs and shoot you here, and then you grab that heavy weapon, the preacher weapon that's in that crate, and you shoot them with it. But we're not doing that here. We skipped the second last building, so I'm going to go back to that building, not via that way. I'm going to go back to that building and shoot that heart, and then run back to where that preacher weapon is, take out all the final enemies, and that will be the end of the mission. Now I'm not sure if running into this area has any kind of despawning issue with the other enemies in the other area. There's the heart, so that's done, but it doesn't matter, because even if it does, then it's helpful, because we already have our our highest score. So now the trick is just to make our way back over there, and to do that, you by the way, get to the train section. We can't go via the train tracks yet. Once we get to the other area, we'll have to survive the ambush, and only after we do that, and will the challenge be complete. I'll set the challenge onto track in a minute once I back there, so that you can see what I'm talking about. Basically, what I'm doing now is just surviving and trying to clear the way to get back to where we were. You can see my score is well above 300,000, so there's room to move if things are going well to get the 300,000. But if things aren't going well, like for example, if you don't clear everything the way I've cleared it, you accidentally kill a general, or an explosion kills a general, and I just wanted to make sure he was dead before we did go back. So if you accidentally kill one of those officer general dudes and they don't spawn the runners, then yeah, you can be in all sorts of trouble. So I prefer to hedge my bets and make sure that I've got 250,000 before I do any more of the mission. Up to you. You could, I don't know, at 200,000 you could try your luck. But again, with RNG enemy placement and with the chances of accidentally killing the enemies that spawn more enemies, it's too much of a risk. You would have to run it all again. Okay, so now we've triggered the survive the ambush, which is what I was talking about before when you shoot this as the last heart. And now the enemies will come out from down there. These two buzzsaw guys will run up and they'll try and kill you. They're easily dispatched with the preacher gun, so I'm just going to get a few kills. Now I'll grab the preacher gun and get ready for those guys. They'll be up here any second now. There they are. So just aim for their... Jeez, he got on quick. Just aim for their heads. This thing really damages them. There you go, the first one's already dead. I actually love the preacher gun. I wish it was in the game more. I wish you could get it permanently. Or not maybe permanently, but just more often than you do. So the preacher gun makes short work of those guys. You can grab their buzzsaw if you want to have a bit of fun with the rest of these guys, but now it's just a case of working our way down to the train. And that's where I said you can track what your challenge is, and you can see in the top left there, the floor is lava, don't set foot on the train tracks. It's still a current challenge, we still haven't completed it. It'll be considered completed when the game thinks we've wiped out this wave, the final wave. Once the final wave is wiped out, you can walk on the train tracks. So we'll see it come up. By the way, there we go, it's completed. So the final wave, it considers it done now, and all we have to do is run down on the train tracks and to our exit point. If you track that challenge right from the start rather than from the end, it will also show you if you fail the challenge. The word red failed will come up under it, where it currently says in red completed. So I should have shown you that at the start, to be honest, but in any case, if you followed the way I've gone, you won't have failed the challenge because you won't have stepped on the train tracks. So now I don't care how I kill them. I just basically want to clear the way and get out of here. We have all the collectibles, we have the challenge done, we have the score for gold. It's just a case of exiting the map by getting through the horde. You know, this may have made it look easy to get gold this way, and this is, in my opinion, the easiest strategy to do it on this map, but just bear in mind enemy spawns are RNG, so it may not always go perfectly for where the enemies are for you to keep your combo going, and you may need to restart to get your combo going, but that's it, that's how to do it, that's the best way I've found, and that's the exit. We're done. with a spectacular ending. Alright, that's the mission complete. Gold score, 353,000 points. All the collectibles found and the challenge complete. So there it is. I hope that helps you out, guys. See you in the next video. Bye for now.